Hey everyone, so gonna go on a little bit of a diatribe about David Duke because it's official. I fully believe now that Duke is a shill, and the only reason I put that he could be just severely ignorant is because I don't know for sure, but I myself am convinced that he is a shill. But like I said, I'm not the arbiter of truth. I will never be that. I could be completely wrong about this, and he'd just be totally blinded by his cultural presuppositions that he came about in the time period that he was born in, because obviously it's a different time period than most people who are probably listening to this channel were born in. I mean, not a lot of you are probably in your 60s, or at least I assume that. And with that comes a lot of presuppositions and falsehoods that he was taught that he doesn't even realize are wrong, but he still pushes them because he was taught that they were right back in the day. You know, simple things here, right? But the main reason I'm saying this is because he actually had a show yesterday where he came out and had the audacity to say that Donald Trump did not approve of this recent White House presser in which they accused Syria in getting ready to gas their people again. He has the audacity to say that Donald Trump did not approve of that memo, that they went around and circumvented Donald Trump and released this press release, while Donald Trump sits in the background and is just super insanely ignorant of what's going on and doesn't question any of this whatsoever, right? Let's be serious here. How much sense does that make, logically? I mean, Trump hired all these people, right? Is Trump really just this big, epic moron? Or is he not the biggest psyop in the 21st century? He's obviously the biggest psyop in the 21st century. He's well educated. He knows exactly what he's doing. But yet again, he keeps saying and mitigating Donald Trump's total Zionist shill behavior. As soon as he came out and launched these missiles, 2 months ago at Syria, he should have came out and said, you know what, I'm sorry that I supported him and all this, but I gotta recant. I was wrong. But no, what does he do? He's almost like the Catholics nowadays who will go to such great lengths to be apologists for Pope Francis, when it's so obvious that he's completely different than any other pope we've had, right? To anybody, and even me, I'm a Protestant, and I know this. The way I see it is, it's almost like David Duke, if he's being legit, if he's truly being legit, he had a Damascus Road incident where he was just walking down the street in Louisiana, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, Donald Trump came down, was insanely bright, white, and he spoke to Duke and said, Duke, I'm the savior. I will fix the nation. And Duke believed him. That's the only way I can explain him being so ignorant, is if he had some sort of religious experience about the man. And let's talk about that anyways, that White House press release too. How much of a joke is this? I mean, really. So, Assad, who's winning a war, decides, you know what, I'm going to go full desperate and start killing innocent civilians so it can galvanize all these nations who are against my government to come in and to basically kill my army, kill me, or exile me, one of the two, throw me out. Who gets that desperate when they're winning a war? That's like if Hitler was winning World War II and he had chemical weapons. We know he had chemical weapons. He just never used them. He starts winning World War II, and as he's about to win, as he's about to get a treaty signed with, let's say, Russia, he goes and gasses a bunch of Russian people. Just a whole village of innocent Russians, right? Hundreds of people. How stupid would that be? I don't believe anybody's that stupid, especially if they're in that big of a position, they have that much power. Do you really think that they got in that position by being that stupid? Anyways, Another reason why I want to disavow ourselves from David Duke. Yes, we should, like the media says, let's disavow ourselves from David Duke. Because he believes 19 Muslims managed to penetrate the world's toughest defense system, the best air defense system in the entire world, and managed to hit 3 out of their 4 targets. Obviously, I'm talking about 9/11, and he fully believes that these were Muslim terrorists, and he believes that they were out of Saudi Arabia. It's such a joke. Because Duke associates himself with people who expose 9/11 all the time. So in my opinion, yes, he's a shill, and we need to stop associating ourselves with him. You can listen... Sorry about that. So I just want to finish this off real fast, because I want to keep this short, under 10 minutes. And now how all of a sudden Israel is open about their attacks on Syria. And their justification is, like always, they just throw out random accusations, have no proof whatsoever, no proof, just like they have no proof that these bottle rockets in Gaza were launched from Hamas or even Palestinians. They have no proof whatsoever. They have no videos. They have no physical evidence. They have no DNA evidence. They have nothing. But in this backwards world, once you go out and you, I guess, accuse somebody of a crime, you can just go out and do whatever you want to them, right? How does that make any sense? It doesn't. But yet we let these scumbags get away with this. And we send our sons and daughters out there to die for them. These scum. Disgusting. Just makes me sick. And we all know that Israel's been involved since the beginning. We all know that they've been hospitalizing people from al-Nusra. Even Israeli newspapers come out and say, hey, wait a minute. Most of these people are al-Nusra. Which all of a sudden, it's first it's Al-Qaeda, and then it breaks off into different branches, and then all of a sudden al-Nusra is gone all of a sudden now, and it's just so stupid. They're all the same groups. They're all the same people. For all I know, the Mossad could be the leaders in the groups, and they're the ones telling them exactly where to go and who to go after. For all I know, these people don't even exist, and they are just Mossad agents going around and sabotaging places and then just leaving. We don't know. We're not there. We're not identifying the bodies or the deceased or... All we know is third-hand information from our news sources or from independent news sources, right? Even the Syrian government won't come out and say the truth. They're not going to come out and say, oh yeah, by the way, we killed a couple Mossad agents today. Because guess what? Then Mossad's going to say, oh, no, you're liars, and they're going to try to attack them. And then guess what? Syria can't defend itself because the United States will jump on Syria and invade them and blow them to kingdom come, right? To kingdom come. So yeah, I want to end it right there, but I'm just really disappointed and disgusted in David Duke and his infatuation with Donald Trump. It's disgusting, and until David Duke recants and apologizes, and it's a sincere apology, we need to disassociate ourselves with David Duke. Thank you.